pick. My #1 host pick this past Saturday was the Revitalife Sleep Machine. It took 10 months to bring it back into stock, and I had shared with so many of you my personal story. This product changed my life. If you find it hard to fall asleep, if you find it hard to stay asleep, I need you to hear the next 10 minutes. Sound machines have become very big. Sleep machines have become very popular. I never thought I would be a candidate for a sleep machine. When you say sleep machine, I think of nature sounds, rain sounds, wave sounds. You're right. With Revitalife, you get all of that, but you get white noise, brown noise, pink noise, fan sounds. This is a non-looping sound machine. Well, I've learned a lot about these over the past year. There are expensive ones, they're the good ones, and there are cheap ones, they're the bad ones. I worked with Revitalife to bring in the expensive one at a rock bottom price. If you only buy one thing tonight, from our final open house here in St. Petersburg, Florida, without question, it should be this. I don't go a night without this machine on next to me in our bedroom. It has changed my entire life. I fall asleep faster, and I fall into REM sleep deeper than ever before, and I wake up feeling more refreshed. It is brilliant. Now, just before we get started, because there's a lot that you need to hear about this, I need you to understand why this is different to all the other stuff that's out there in the market. I do want you to see something. We have already sold the majority. Producer Rob, do you mind just showing our friends at home how many are now left? Because we sold most of them out for host pick. I think it's 14, is it 1,400? 1,273 are left. When we sell these out, which we will do in the next 10 minutes, this is not back until December. So we are a world away from me being able to offer this again. You can buy similar products in the market, but they're like triple the price. I don't want you to do that. The person that convinced me to get it was Mr. Joe Harrison. Looking pretty in pink tonight. Joe, it matches your rosy cheeks.
Thank you very much.
Joe, you convinced me to do this. I didn't really think I was going to be a candidate. You changed my life.
Well, it changes everybody's life because, Adam, this is so different than any other sound machine that you can see out there in the market. And the reason why is, yes, there are inexpensive machines, and you say, well, that just plays sound. Well, not every sound machine is made equally. Most sound machines play the same 6 to 8 second pattern. Now, what happens is your brain hears that pattern over and over and over again, and it starts playing that pattern in its head, so you never get that deep sleep. Because do you ever sleep like 10 hours and you get up, you're like, I'm still exhausted.
Right.
Why am I exhausted? It's because you never achieve that deep sleep. So here's what happens with a traditional sound machine. Think about that 6 to 8 second pattern. I'll give you the happy birthday song to give you an example. Think about dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You know what the time is going to be. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You know that pattern. Your brain can't stop playing that pattern because it picks it up. So you might physically be asleep, but your brain does not rest because it's a traditional sound machine. With this one, this is so few on the market that are out there that have non-looping sounds. So every sound you hear out of this tonight will 100% be non-looping. I think it's as I turn it up, there's a couple different sounds that you can hear. We have fan noises. There's wave patterns that are on here. There's different white noises. There's different acoustical noises on here. Every one of them is a random sound. I'll play the white noise that we have over here on the edge. As you hear it right now, it's actually playing a higher or a lower tone. A lower tone is actually a brown noise. A lot of people just hear about white noise. Well, brown noise starts it off. And then as you start to get a little bit higher, it gets to the pink noise, and then it gets to that white noise. All of this is non-looping. It's meant that way, so now your brain cannot pick up that pattern. Because you can't pick up the pattern, because there is no pattern, what happens to you? You fall asleep and get the best night's sleep possible because it is a unique type of sound machine. I know it kind of sounds crazy. When you see the reviews, people are like, I didn't believe this was going to happen. But then just to them, just like what happened to Adam, just like what happens with me, is that now I get the best possible night's sleep because I've got a sound machine that actually turns my brain off, and now I can truly relax like it's meant to be. And Adam, this is just one of the noises that we have on here. It's not just white noise that does it. There's also fan noise. Do you ever run the ceiling fan? Do you ever run a fan or get an app because you want to hear that constant sound? All the fan noises that are on here, those are also all non-looping. And there's different fans, from industrial fans to ceiling fans to different high-speed fans. There's over 20 sounds that are on here, and every one of these sounds completely non-looping. Now I'll play the different songs that we have. If you've ever gone out camping, you ever walk through the woods, do you hear the same sound over and over? No, you don't. No. Just like what's happening here. You're not hearing the same frogs chirping and crickets chirping and different wind sounds. All that is completely different. It's just like it's meant to be. There's no looping sound. There's even a wave pattern that's on here. I love the thing about the wave, Adam, is because when you go to the beach, don't you feel relaxed? The reason why, every wave is different. Right. But if you had a sound machine that is playing this same sound every 6 to 8 seconds, you will not get a deep sleep. But when you have one that plays a non-looping sound, which often you will find the non-looping sound machines at $100+, this is that technology at a fraction of the price. So to have something that's non-looping, this is truly the best way to stay healthy for you and get that best night's sleep.
We're about to fall under 1,000 left. I have 500 orders coming through. Final presentation till Christmas. We are live at 10:07, 7 minutes past 10 on this Monday night. This is the last opportunity until Christmas to get it. It is the official, the original, the innovator. It's the one that so many of you asked me about. We launched it 7 or 8 months ago. It's the first time back this week. Host pick was its return, and this is the finale, the encore. Again, doing this job for all these years, there's only a handful of products that, I can honestly say have changed my life. There's not enough. What do you say when words are not enough? I never thought I would be saying the things that I'm saying now. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of reaching for energy drinks. I was sick and tired of reaching for another cup of coffee. I turn this on every night, and it stays on all night long. Some of the sounds that Joe has played are some of my favorites, by the way, and you can adjust it, and you will find your favorites. You are going to know in 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, the impact it's going to have on your life. But I want you to promise me something. If you do not find that you are sleeping better than ever in your whole life, you're going to send it back and get all your money back. You have got to try this. It's brilliant. Chelsea swears by it. Now, the kids also have a sound machine. I've not bought them one of these yet, and I do want to quickly stress, you can download apps and stuff. They cost $70. It's an annual subscription. They are not non-looping. This is a non-looping sound machine. We had 500 orders coming through. That's now higher, folks. We are approaching 90% sold out with the orders that are being placed right now. Producer Rob, would you say, what, like 6 minutes left? About 6, maybe 7 minutes left at the absolute most. But again, this is last call and last chance. Joe, it's exciting because it's life-changing.
It really does. Like when you think about, I just want to go to sleep. Yeah. You want to be able to close your eyes. You want to be able to get a good night's sleep. And there are many things that we buy in our life. There's medicines you can take. They're different. You can read books. You can read different apps and try to do all these things to fall asleep. But for a lot of us, all you just need is to have something you've never experienced before, and that's called a non-looping sound machine. Because there are other sound machines that are out there, and Adam even mentioned there are apps that are available. My wife downloaded an app when she was desperate. When we were at a hotel, she's like, I just need to get some good night's sleep. She found the most popular app that was out there. It was $70 every year, and they had millions of people that are downloading the app. But the problem with that, even that app plays the same 6 to 8 seconds. So why is that important? Well, what happens is you will fall asleep, however, your brain will not. You will not achieve that deep sleep because your brain is hearing that same 6 to 8 second pattern. And when it hears that, it never truly relaxes. With this one, because it is non-looping sound, every sound that comes out of this is non-looping. Right now, we just have a fire that's crackling. Maybe that is a soothing sound for you. All the crackling to the fire, 100% non-looping. The crickets we heard, non-looping. The white fan noise, all the different fan noises, it's all white noises, it's all non-looping. There's even a subway sound that's on here. There's the ticking of the clock is even a little bit different. Yep. And by the way, when you're looking at the display, very simple. The volume control is down the bottom, and then you have the different noises, the different fan noise, and then you have the different acoustic sounds. This is also a timer. So we have 3 different settings from 30, 60 to 90 minutes if you want to put it on timer mode, or if you just power it up, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna run all night long. Now the speaker on here is a big enough speaker to fill the entire room. It can even fill up a 20 by 20 room very easily too. So if you may be staying in a hotel room, you want to be able to listen to and block out all that noise, you can easily do that. But there's even subway cars that are on here. And I highly recommend, if you are going to get this, you need to get two. You want to put one at home, and you want to put one in your suitcase with you.
If you travel.
Every time we go traveling, my wife is so happy we have a second one. It's always in the suitcase, because at one time you don't have it, it goes back to being a worse night's sleep. Adam, when you have this, you start to realize what it takes. Such a simple thing that you now add to your regular routine. Because if you think about it, like you just can't sleep. To me, Adam, sometimes, you know, if I don't have this, my brain is just, it's nonstop. And I'm sitting in bed for like an hour, hour and a half. I can't get rid of my thoughts. I need to have this type of sound. And at that moment, you'll pay any amount of money.
Of course.
Any amount of money to try to get a good night's sleep. But if you get this, we've been using this now for the last 6 months.
Yep.
Truly the best night's sleep that we've had for the last 6 months. Now, it will take you, it's probably gonna take you a week to find the right sound for you.
Agreed.
Because we have about 20 different sounds on here. I like certain sounds, and Adam probably likes something different. My wife likes something different. So the thing is, when you find the sound that you like, then you can play around with it a little bit. You can add a little bit of volume, add a little less volume. Find the one, fine tune it till you know exactly the one that works for you. And then you truly have the best night's sleep. And by the way, Adam, when you lock it in, like right now we have the train tracks, we're at a different volume. Maybe we're at a volume like 8 right now. Every time I turn it off, turn it back on, it's gonna go back to that same sound again. So I don't have to try to find the right one. It's automatically there for me. But the idea around this is that why is this so unique? Why has this been so popular? Because there are other non-looping sound machines on the market, but they're well over $100. Well over $100. Everyone that you see at this price and below plays a looping sound, and there's true science behind it. And when your brain hears the same 6 to 8 seconds over a long period of time, it never relaxes. And what's the best type of sleep? It's deep sleep. And when you have non-looping sound like this, there's no pattern for your brain to pick up, so it instantly turns off. You will achieve that deep sleep faster, and you will get the best night's sleep. And Adam, when you talk to a doctor, a lot of times a doctor will say, sleep, it's the best thing for you.
Well, okay, just a few quick things as well. And I know, folks, with everybody ordering, I have 300 left. That's until Christmas. There are no more presentations. You're watching the last presentation until Christmas. So if you want it, this is the last opportunity. What you don't realize is the quality and integrity of the sound. The speaker technology is so crystal clear. I appreciate that versus others that are out there. When you are in REM sleep, your body is healing. Your body needs to heal. Every time you go to bed at night, it's crucial that you achieve that REM sleep. It's so vital that you do what you can to get your body into that sense of rest. Having a sound machine, a sleep machine, the popularity has just skyrocketed over recent years. And listen to me, even if you don't buy this from us tonight, promise me, please don't be, I don't know a better word to use, well, don't be scammed by people that sell you these sound machines that are cheap and they are, well, you know, they're just no good. They are not non-looping. The sound quality is terrible. There's a lot of bad ones out there, and it really upsets me that people are being bamboozled with them. There's really good ones, but they're very expensive. They're not all the same. This is a very, 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 very good one. And Revitalife, for my host pick, brought it in at a fraction of the price. So I got to bring you the best for a crazy low entry-level value, which is what obviously I love to do. You know, my biggest enjoyment doing this job for all these years is when I really get to share with you the products that I absolutely swear by and use every day, whether that's Andrew Lessman vitamins or the Revitalife Sound Machine. When I go to bed tonight, I will press that button and I will go to sleep with the sound of white noise. And I tell you, Joe, these are not shallow words. I sleep better, and more important, I wake up feeling better.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing in the world is you wake up and you're like, I need to go back to bed, I'm so tired. Right. It's because your brain never achieved that REM sleep. With this, you will get there. That non-looping is such an exclusive thing. So, Adam, I guess I'll see you again in December with this. It's gonna be another 6 months.